Hi, my name is John and I'm here to demonstrate BioScalar technologies, and based on a patent that was granted in 1979 from a company who did a lot of research on the effects of magnetic fields. They discovered that you can actually use a magnet, the north and south pole of a magnet, as a diagnostic tool. And in the body of the patent and even the books that they wrote about it, they found that you can actually take a subject and sit them in a chair like we're doing here, or lay them on a table, and by evening up their feet with their shoes on, if you apply a magnet, and in this case we have two heavy-duty magnets here, if you apply one polarity of the magnet, for example the south pole and the north pole, externally to body parts like the liver and the pancreas and the colon, if the leg lengths do not change when you apply both polarities to the body, it indicates that that organ is in a state of balance and harmony and is functioning properly. But if you apply one polarity to the external body part and you pick up the feet and one leg shortens, it indicates that that organ is under a state of stress and the body's reacting to that additional stress. And it's kind of like if every cell in the body is in a state of balance and harmony and you put energy into it from either direction, north pole or south pole, and the body's in a state of balance, nothing happens. But if the organ is weak and it's out of balance, for example the liver, and you put energy into it that makes it go weaker, the body will react to that additional stress, and in this case it will actually cause one leg to shorten, anywhere from 1 inch to 4 inches. And we can observe that. And based on that patent, they were able to go through and do a energetic diagnosis with a person and locate organs that were not functioning properly. So that's what we're going to do in this demonstration. And in addition to the demonstration, I'm going to show a technology based on quantum physics called BioScalar technologies that can overcome this. And first we're going to have this young lady take the magnet and apply the south pole to her right rib cage, which is her liver. And I'm going to gently pick up the feet while she relaxes her feet. And as you can see, if I push and pull and move her feet, her heels are even. They do not change. So if you'll turn the magnet over to the north pole and we pick up the feet, and just gently, her right leg shortens anywhere about 2 inches. Now if I pull on the short leg and push on the long leg, as long as she's got the magnet there, her leg doesn't move. It's in a state of stress. So if you take the magnet off of the liver and we pick up the feet, it goes right back to normal. So apply it back to the liver again, we pick up the feet and it shortens. So based on this patented diagnostic application, the magnet is indicating that there's an imbalance of energy in her liver. Doesn't mean she has anything. We're not talking about disease, just means that the energy is out of balance. So if we check her pancreas, which is right over there, just slide it over a little bit, and we'll use in the north pole, we pick up the feet, the leg shortens about 2 inches. So if you turn the magnet over to the south pole and we pick up the feet, it doesn't shorten at all. It comes right back to normal and we can't get it short. So it indicates that her body's reacting to the north pole energy on the pancreas and north pole energy on the liver. So slide it right down to your descending colon, right around your belt line. And we use the south pole first, and there's no change in the leg length. So if you turn it over, and we use the north pole, the leg shortens just like it did on the pancreas and the liver, about 2 inches. So our body's indicating just in these simple tests that we've done, there's 3 areas out of balance: pancreas, the liver, and the colon. So what we're going to do now is we're going to demonstrate this technology based on quantum physics that's called BioScalar technology. Okay, now we're going to show the effects that this technology, BioScalar technologies, has on the body. And first we're going to take this glass of water and let this young lady hold this water in one hand and take the magnet and put the north pole back on the liver. Okay, if you hold the water underneath the bottom there, there we go. And now she's holding a glass of regular water. She's got the magnet on her liver, and her liver still shortens, or her foot still shortens rather. And it shorts about 2 inches. Now, as long as she's got the magnet there, her leg will not come back to normal. It's still short. So the water didn't have any effect on her liver. So let's move the magnet over to the pancreas. Same thing with the pancreas. The leg still shortens. Slide it down to your descending colon. Leg still short about 2 inches. And she's holding regular water. So how can we correct that? Well, this technology, we can actually encode this energy into the water just by placing it on the device. And now she holds that water, and she's still got the North Pole magnet on her colon. So a while ago, just the regular water, her legs shortened about 2 inches. But we just gently pick up her feet, and her legs will not shorten now. But if I move and push on her feet, her legs do not move at all. So if you move that up to your pancreas over a little bit, North Pole still does not shorten at all. So turn it over. We'll check the South Pole. It doesn't change at all. Turn it back. Doesn't change at all. Move it over to the liver. And we pick the feet up. Doesn't change at all. Turn it over. Doesn't change at all. And that's just from holding that energized water. So if we take the water out of her hand and place it over here, okay, put the magnet back on. Okay, she's got the South Pole there, which didn't change a while ago, still doesn't change now. Turn it back over. We pick up the feet, and it doesn't change on the North Pole now. So as long as we wait for a few seconds, it's like a battery discharging just from holding that water. Now, after about 10 or 15 seconds, we pick up her feet, and we can tell that her legs are starting to shorten again. So we wait a few more seconds, and we pick the feet up, and now her leg is shortening right back up to where it was a while ago. So what that water was so energized that her body was picking up the energy radiating off the water, and it was like a battery being charged, but the battery is weak, and we took it out of her energy field, and it's like a battery discharging. So now if we energize, since we've energized this water, just holding it has an effect on her body. But if she takes a sip of this water, the effects will last about 2.5 days. Okay, so now we're going to let this young lady take a drink of the water. This technology can be applied to nutritional products, can be applied to fruits and vegetables, can be applied to water as you're observing here. Now, once she took a drink of that water, it has an immediate effect on the body. So we're going to go back to the patented diagnostic application. So take the magnet, the North Pole, and put it on your liver again. And we pick up the feet, and the legs do not change at all. Can't get them to change. I move and push on the legs, do not change. Turn it over. Feet do not change. Okay, so move it over to your pancreas. Okay, the South Pole there does not change. Turn it over, and does not change at all. And she's holding the North Pole there on her pancreas. A while ago, it shortened one leg, but now I can't get the leg to shorten at all, no matter what I do. So move it down to the colon, and pick the feet up, and the legs do not shorten. And turn it over. Legs still do not shorten. Turn it over one more time. The legs still do not shorten. Cannot get her legs to shorten. Okay, thank you. So as I said, the effects of this technology on her body will last about 2.5 days. And this technology can be applied to existing nutritional products, to where a nutritional product can be sold to where it can be demonstrated to have this beneficial effect that can be demonstrated on the spot to the consumer. Hi, this is a demonstration of Spooky Box. And people say, well, what is a Spooky Box? Well, Spooky Box was named after Albert Einstein, who in his introduction to Quantum Entanglement referred to it as spooky action at a distance. And quantum entanglement is one of the mysterious things in quantum physics, where they've discovered that at the subatomic level, when you have subatomic particles that interact with each other, and then you separate those subatomic particles at a distance, no matter how far away, it could be on the other side of the galaxy, there's always a connection between the two. Meaning if you change the characteristics of one, instantaneously the other one changes. Well, in this demonstration I'm going to show you how I've been able to actually bring that out of the laboratory and bring it into practical applications. Because we know that your DNA is always a part of you, and that in each individual cell is the blueprint of your whole body. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a sample of your DNA, and I'm going to show you how we can use quantum entanglement to have an effect on your body at a distance. So if you will, young lady, just take and tear off a corner of that about the size of a postage stamp. And just wet that with your saliva and just fold it. And we have a little device here that I created, and I want you to take that and just put it right in that little holder right there. Now that's your DNA. Now we take this little box and we set it right here on the table, and we take something that is harmful to the body, like a sugar substitute, sweet and low, saccharin, and we're going to let you hold that in your hand, and if that's stressful to your body, her leg lengths will change because the body reacts to the stress, and very subtle muscle contractions will occur. And if you just gently pick up the feet, one leg short. Now, this leg is short about 2 inches. If I move and pull and jiggle, I cannot get that leg to come back normal, no matter what I do. Now, if I take that out of her energy field, pick up her feet, her legs do not shorten. In fact, I can't get one leg is short. They will not move at all. She holds that one more time. I pick up the feet, and they automatically shorten about 2 inches. Now I can't get it long, as long as she's holding that. So we know that this is stressful to her body. So based on quantum entanglement, since we have a sample of your DNA, if we can actually have an effect on your DNA at a distance because it's connected to you, then we should be able to observe some change in your body. So we know that since you've got the DNA in that little box, there's nothing stressful on that box, so no change in your leg length. So you're perfectly normal there. So if we take this and put it on that little box, which is connected to your DNA, let's see what happens if we pick up your feet. And lo and behold, your leg shortens 2 inches. And I can't, people say, well, you're manipulating her feet. And I'll say, okay, if I pull and push on this, her leg stays short. I cannot get it back to normal. We take this off of that, and we pick up her feet, it comes right back to normal. Now I can't get it short. We put it back on the device connected to her DNA, and her leg shortens, which is indicating that that is having an effect on your body at a distance. We could literally take that to the moon, and your body would still react to it. This is one of the phenomena of quantum physics. And in quantum physics, they say quantum physics is stranger than you can imagine. This is one of the things that they do not understand. But in this, I've been able to bring it out of the laboratory and create a practical application. So rather than using something stressful to the body, what I've created is a way to where you can put your DNA in this little box I call the spooky box. And you put your DNA in there, whether it's a fingernail clipping or a saliva sample, piece of hair, and when you close the top, the technology makes contact with your DNA, and instead of having something stressful to your body, now we've got something that is very beneficial. And the technology has been designed to where at a distance it will give you the missing nutritional frequencies that's lacking in your body. And in fact, it will also protect you against cell phone radiation. And we'll do a demonstration here in a moment to show the before and after effects of using a cell phone. Because one of the hazards that we face today is we live in a frequency soup of electromagnetic frequencies and cell phone towers and cell phone radiation. And there's nothing out there that can protect the body. Well, this technology can at a distance.